Welcome back to the press, and you're still with us at Kaftan Television. And incidentally, my guest has just joined me and is the one and only popular, at least popular by Kaftan standards, yes, Richard Oriri. You're welcome.
It's my pleasure. Good morning.
Yeah, I like to say doctor, but you say let's wait a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
All right, okay, so welcome. And you were not here when the major headlines were read, but most of them we can just quickly summarize. You have NNPC saying it's no longer going to sell the Port Harcourt refinery, and saying that the operation of the refinery before the turnaround maintenance was completed was ill-informed and sub-commercial. That is, it didn't make business sense, and that's for NNPC. You have IBB, that is former President Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, saying or advocating that a law should be put in place to guarantee democratic dividends. Yeah, and then you also have the nurses' strike that has grounded hospital services, and in fact patients are being rejected from getting admission. In fact, I guess some of them who are even in admission are being discharged, and so on and so forth. And that's a woeful situation right there. And then you have IDPs blocking the expressway in Lafia Makurdi Road over long stay in their camp places, that they're tired of staying disconnected from real life. And then on the other hand, IDPs also in Benue are protesting over the 1 billion naira donation by President Tinubu. I will not know what exactly the details are, but they must have their reasons. And then you have ADC saying to APC and Tinubu that there is vacancy, contrary to what the new chairman Yowada said, that there is no vacancy in Aso Rock. And not only that there is vacancy, they are asking Tinubu and APC to reapply. And so, and then there's the bickering between the former chairman of ADC and the federal government over a claim by the chairman, the former chairman, that he has been offered ministerial appointment as bribe on 3 different occasions, whereas the federal government is saying that's a big lie. And these are some of the issues. So, Richard, you're welcome.
It's my pleasure.
How do you want to go?
Good morning. Let us take it first from NNPC
exactly.
issue.
Yeah.
Before now, Nigerians have been complaining about what was going on in the NNPC before this new management came on board. And today, was it last week or last 2 weeks or so, we were told, Nigerians were informed that about the plan by NNPCL to sell off the Port Harcourt refineries and other refineries owned by the government. And today, we are seeing another different headline from the new management of NNPCL,
Bayo
Ojulade, talking about the ill-informed information from this thing by that they shouldn't have even
started using,
because they rushed to tell Nigerians that
the turnaround
was completed and in operation, just to
score maybe some
of the loot around what happened there. And what he has said now, that they are not going to sell, and that for them to have even come up to say NNPC Port Harcourt refinery was in operation while they have not even finished the turnaround maintenance issue before making such announcement, it means a kind of a vote of no confidence on the entire past management.
Yeah. And
it's all about, to me, is corruption in the high side of it. Corruption, because now that they've spent, from the document available to Nigerians, they've spent over $18 billion in the turnaround maintenance of the three refineries that we know about. How much Dangote injected into his own refinery before we are seeing what he's doing?
The results.
There is about $20 billion. If NNPCL spent over $18 billion
just for turnaround maintenance,
not
establishing a refinery,
starting from the scratch, And today we cannot have result even in the Port Harcourt refinery, not to talk of the other two refineries. It's a mess. And the problem we are having is that when this kind of huge allegation, this kind of terrible allegation against public servants come up like this, there's no law, no mechanism that will drag them back to say, come and give account.
I think it's not that there's no law. The political will is what is lacking. Thank
you very much. I sincerely have to align myself with you. The political will is not there. If not, if they can be dragged back, come and give account of what you have done here. We are not seeing anything on the ground. This $18 billion US, where is the money? Where is the money? And it can be traced to different people's account. Presently, they are silent because they are making use of it wherever they are when Nigerians are suffering. So the idea of not selling it is important, but Nigerians should not be expecting that federal government will inject money into it, because NNPCL is no longer a private enterprise. It's no longer a public utility. It's now a private enterprise. It's a business entity now. Since it's a business entity, they can think within the organization and see where they can get fund from to ensure that the refinery is in place. Like the other day, was it this week now? This week, Dangote was talking about Nigeria stopping any kind of importation of fuel into the country. And Pengassia and all of that, they were against him that the importation must continue. And if we continue importation of fuel, when we have crude enough here, and we have refinery like Dangote refinery working effectively now, serving the country, there's no point clamoring for importation of fuel. Meaning you are going to you are going in the angle of undermining local production, which is not good. And if NNPC can come up to putting this refinery in place, it at least that monopoly that they are talking about, claiming about, that monopoly will be reduced, because as it is now, they are seeing that Dangote is monopolizing the fuel sector, the petroleum industry, or the petroleum economy in Nigeria. And it's not his fault. He's the only Nigerian who have come up with his resources, went as far as forming alliance with India to establish this refinery in order to serve Nigeria, just the way he's serving the country in the cement industry, sugar industry, and all other industries. Wherever he sees that Nigeria is lacking, he will go in. And he's a businessman, and he has successfully done this. So now the only way we can applaud NNPCL now is to put, like you said, the political will should be injected into this Port Harcourt refinery and the other two refineries. If they can put them in place to at least checkmate the essences of Dangote, that monopoly will be breached. So I think from every look of things, from all angles, we have seen clearly that the past management of NNPCL, they looted so much, and Nigeria, we don't have the political will. Since we don't have the political will to call them for account, it's another challenge. And if they are not accounting for that $18 billion US dollar, it means even this present management can equally follow the same. Because
of course,
there's no penalty like the crime sector now. What is going on in insecurity we are facing in Nigeria today? We have not seen where they have prosecuted and jailed anybody, or where they have sentenced anybody today to jail to dealt, because in some states now, there is law now in most states in Nigeria that if you are caught as a kidnapper, you should be death sentence. So we have not seen any of that will deter other ones who have the mindset.
There's no deterrence.
So it's a problem.
There's no deterrence. It's a real challenge that in this country, I had it was Segun Showunmi here who came here one time and said, we have a nation that does not where there are no consequences for any ill done, any wrong, no consequence. You can just do it and walk away free. And that's why these things never ever end. That's why it keeps going on and on and on and on. It's very sad, but that's the situation. That's the reality on ground. I'll take this caller. Hello? Hello.
Hello, sir.
Right. Welcome to the press.
Yes, I am Mike Esoto.
Where are you calling from? Are you there?
I'm calling from Mina, sir.
All right, go on quickly.
Yes, sir, I'm there.
Go on, please.
I want to contemplate that this refining should be stopped because you guys are very stupid and mad.
All right. Such words are not used on air. Now, so let's quickly go to the next one. So let's take a look at the nurses and midwives strike and how it's affecting the health sector right now.
If there's crisis in that sector, definitely it will affect the masses, because nurses in Nigeria, they are doing quite a lot. They are doing quite a lot, especially the primary health sector. Now in Nigeria, about 63% of the total number of health facilities in Nigeria managed and owned by public sector, that is government, the 3 tiers of government. That is 63% is managed by state
And
local government
and the federal government.
And the remaining 37 or so belong to the private sector. And the primary health sector in Nigeria today, they are the worst hit. The secondary and tertiary managed by state and federal government. The primary is having so much pressure, and that is where you find majorly these nurses in our rural communities and some other local primary health centers, like in FCT here now. If you go to Gwarimpa, you will see primary health sector managed by AMAC and all of that. Then if you go to a place like Gariki General Hospital, you will see FCT, Federal Medical Center, federal government. So, and their welfare is not encouraging at all. And if you enter inside, if you visit hospitals, you see the way and manner that they over-labor the nurses. They dominate in every hospital. They carry out administrative work. They carry out testing, lab and all of those testing something. They do a lot. Management of even patients in hospitals is done by nurses. Doctors come only when they need their attention. 70% of the work done in our hospitals in Nigeria is by nurses, and their salary is nothing to talk about. Even the security of these nurses, sometimes you see them using their bare hands, not even hand glove, working in the hospital, exposing themselves to health hazard challenges.
Very unfortunate.
And if you see, like going to places like Meduguri and some other part of this country, because of the way and manner that the Nigerian government treat nurses, most of them choose working with private these NGOs.
Okay.
They even risk their life working in the IDPs in Meduguri, working in IDPs in Adamawa and some other places, very vulnerable areas, just to ensure that they meet up with their family demands. And the ones who have chosen to work for government, the patriotic ones, and they are not feeling the impact of their decision to serve the masses. Is very wrong. And the disparity, that is the differences, the way they treat them, the way they treat medical doctors is so, the gap is so wide. Now that they are shouting, Nigerians should support them, and federal government and state government, even local government, should come to their aid. All their demands, they should try and see how they can negotiate with them to resolving their problems. They sincerely have challenges,
and we are seeing it. If you go to look at the local government areas, that is primary health centers in Nigeria, picking for example from a place where I come from in my local government, almost all the primary health centers you go, you hardly see even paracetamol. They are the one running the errand, doing everything at the local areas. And now that the local government autonomy is not there, even local government, they are not even assisting them. They don't have assistance from anywhere in most cases. So it's a very big challenge. Nigerian government shouldn't just overlook their demand. They should come out to helping them. Most of them, when they see their colleagues who have succeeded in traveling out of this country, succeeding, they sometimes feel as if they should equally leave.
It can be depressing.
They can equally leave because nurses, they are in a high demand outside the country, very high demand. But those of them who have decided to remain here and serve the country, they should be taken care of.
Those who have remained should be taken care of, and that's going to the government. Now, we also have politics where ADC is saying to APC and Tinubu that there's vacancy in Aso Rock, contrary to what the new chairman of the party, of the ruling party, Yowada, has said, that there's no vacancy in 2027. How do you feel?
There's no every political party, the aim of political parties is to find their way, strategize and see how they can manage to control government. You understand? Winning election and control the resources of the people. Now, if the ruling party is saying that there's no vacancy, there's no how other political parties who have interest in that particular office you are occupying will tell you that there's no vacancy. Because they are seeing that there are lapses, there are areas where they can use to talk to the masses to vote for them instead of voting for you who is occupying the office today. Yeah. So if you just say there's no vacancy, they won't close their mouth. They will not allow you to say there's no vacancy. But from the look of things, from what is happening generally in Nigeria now, the opposition, they are the one that have put in themselves in this corner where the ruling party will have the audacity, the right to say there's no vacancy, because they are seeing from their actions that they are not serious.
Yes.
You get it? You see, was it yesterday or 2 days ago, Obi, who was highly respected by Nigerians, was saying he is still with Labour Party, and he's aligning with ADC. That shows no leadership in them. And if you are in Labour Party, remain in Labour Party.
If you are in
ADC, remain in ADC and pick the ticket, the card of ADC for your followers to know where they stand. As it is now, those who have it in mind to say they want to support Obi, they sincerely don't know the political party they are going to support.
Let's take this person. Hello. Hello, yeah?
Good morning.
Good morning.
My brother.
This call is from Benue.
Okay.
This call is from Benue.
All right.
Machi.
What is that?
Ayaza. Alokralo, yes, sir. Aya.
What's the...
Oh, baby, no.
I want to comment on the issue of vacancy or no vacancy.
All right.
You see, if suppose there is a genuine leadership, working leadership, working elite, you wouldn't have been hearing all this. Like I earlier said, if you come to where I come from, which is Sonsi now, normally when our House of Rep, our senators are coming home, either during weekend or during their break, you will know that our senator is coming home or our House of Rep is coming home. The level of politicians we have now, they are not making impact. Okay, look at the present 10th Senate now. So many of them have been here for over 16, close to 20 years, what is their impact to their constituency? What is their benefit? Like this present dispensation now, all the whole mention, anything that is mentioned, everybody is second to it. Because why? They believe in the sharing formula. Why the masses are suffering. I told you I was watching this Trust TV this morning. The issue of security issue. One elderly man, I know he's from the far north. Then somebody called him and said he was in Lagos. I said no, he was in Abuja. He said okay, if you know that in Abuja, they come and meet him. He get to that place and he saw him. This security aspect of it being actually what is happening now, that the kidnappers, the bandits are succeeding because we don't put any effort in making this thing. I think I want to say that it's politicized. Like about how many years back that one of the U.S. citizen was caught by the Boko Haram. They came down and took their citizens and go back. So does it mean that all these technicals and all these architects are not being put in place?
All right. I'm going to have to let you go, sir. I'm going to have to let you go so that we can admit many more. Thank you very much for calling, sir. Yes. So,
as I was saying, the opposition parties, they are not still prepared, and now they have taken almost everything politics now in Nigeria presently to ethnic agenda. They have taken it to the angle of ethnic agenda or tribal issues, and it never paid us in 1962. The build up to 1964 general election, there was a census, national census in Nigeria conducted in 1962. The southwest, southeast, led by the Nahoro and Nnamdi Azikiwe them. The southwest led by Awolowo Akintola them. They were struggling for who will have more number of people in the census to outweigh the north. That is where the ethnic issue started, and that later led to crisis. Towards the build up to the 1964 election, the leaders, they are the one causing all this crisis for us as a nation. Instead of taking the picture of the general picture of the country as a country, Nigeria first, what they are after is ethnic. Now they are saying that the South, they are coming up to openly blaring that they are supporting Tinubu for 2027. That Tinubu must finish his 8 years, and since Buhari finished his 8 years from the north. And even when Buhari was going, the same way Atiku came that he wants to become president after Buhari immediately. So there is an understanding already in Nigeria. And presently now, from the north, there are people who will be in support of Atiku, and there are people with Tinubu who will be in support of Tinubu. At least Tinubu is finishing, is rounding up his 4 years. If we should support him to finish his 8 years, it's better. Then definitely power will shift to the north, and the sitting president will support the north. So there are people in the north who would want Tinubu to hand over this power to them, and they are there to equally fight in support of Tinubu to continue what he is doing for Nigerians. And the South, they have come very openly to say nobody in the South, both South, Southeast, Southwest, that will support any other candidate apart from certain candidate. You get my point? Right. And Atiku is not willing to relinquish his ambition for a certain candidate to emerge even from his own APC. Yeah. You understand? From his own coalition. So it's glaring, and the APC, they are seeing all of this happening.
Yeah.
So as it is presently now 2023 election, Tinubu did not make it well with the Christians. And that's why we won in Abuja, we won Kaduna, we won Nasarawa,
Lagos.
from Maraba down to Masaka to Akwanga. Christian dominated, well populated. We in Lagos, almost all the Christian zone will be defeated the rest of them. And strategically now, APC, they have appointed a Christian national chairman of APC. So he's blocking that space of a Christian and Muslim. That is a religious angle. He's blocking it. Now the ethnic angle, he's equally working on it very hard. That they almost all this. You see, Akwa Ibom governor, he has joined them, and many more. We come. Enugu is almost
clearly,
there.
Clearly, it's a position that has a lot of work to do.
The opposition parties in Nigeria, they have a lot to do. Because the ruling party now, the APC, they have seen very clearly that the opposition, they are not serious yet, and they are not close to where they are for now. And for that reason, it is so open that the APC will still win the 2023 election. Because no matter what you do, already if Tinubu has the south now presently, and so in the north will be divided. Why the north will be divided is that the north central, they are already agitating.
Exactly.
That the whole north central should join hands to support Tinubu, so that when he's leaving in 2031, he will consider north central for the first time in the history of Nigeria, north central, to become president of this country. So if that alliance, if that synergy within the north central work out, then so it means Tinubu has 4 regions already: southwest, south, southeast, and then north central. You get it? You will be struggling only with them in northwest and north east. You get it? In the northeast already, you saw this man on the former governor of Borno State, Alimodu Sherif, on national television the other day, speaking very hard in support of Tinubu. He has his vice president. The vice president is from the same zone. So, and he's an NSA. He's from Adamawa, National Security Advisor. He's from Adamawa. And if you go to the southwest, the northwest, you see the deputy senate president. They are there. Somebody like Bichi, who is House Committee chairman on the appropriation. He's from Kano. Majority Speaker of the House of Representatives. He's from Kaduna. He's from Zaria. And you see the governor of Kaduna is strongly with. So Tinubu already, he has done the statistics, the arrangement, and he see very clearly that it's a done deal.
So far as you're concerned,
as far as I'm concerned, there's no fight.
You believe that there's no vacancy?
There's no the way from this analysis was where they got that no vacancy from. They have seen it clear, and the oppositions, they are not seeing very far the way the APC strategists are seeing.
Maybe they are seeing, but they are just trying to be optimistic.
Let us just believe them like that.
Oh my! And so you have what do we take now? You have the abandoned school feeding program has left 9 million students, and I think whether 100,000 businesses stranded. Let's take this first. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
May God bless all of you, sir.
Amen.
Thank you. Are you too?
Please, sir, I just want to solicit with. Hello, sir.
Go ahead.
Please, sir, I just want to beg you people. I want to beg you people. We work. I'm a retiree since last year. And we work diligently, happily, till 35 good years. And we retired up till now. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And majority of retirees, they are on drugs. And majority of retirees, they are widows and widowers. Oga, where are we heading to? You are collecting salary and salary for 1 year plus. You are not having anything at hand. I'm 70 years. You need to see how we work. Because I know my job for 35 good years. I know what I got as a widow. What are you talking, sir? I'm begging you in the next one. Beg the Nigerians, beg the government, beg anybody that is concerned to remember the pensioners, please. Yeah, what can we say?
Thank you very much, ma. Thank you very much.
God bless all of you. Remain blessed.
Amen. Thank you. And you too.
The red cap man, God bless you.
Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma.
Red Cap man, you are blessed.
And she's blessed too.
And then
we have to talk to government on their behalf, because
I believe that the government,
Nigerian pensioners like herself now, who is talking this from this direction, you will see passion, pains, and she has served diligently, and she refused to involve herself in corruption in order to enrich herself. If she has enriched herself,
she probably wouldn't be.
She will not be talking because she will not even rely on her salary. Now she has served the country very diligently, and she's not seeing anything, any profit
in that
from the
diligent service,
from what she has done for the country.
Very sad.
And she's equally crying on behalf of other pensioners.
Sure.
Who are on ground now. No salary is coming again. No pension is being paid to them. And majority of them, because of this tension, this pressure, this
even old age, some of them
they have BP now because of this psychological tension.
True.
They have blood pressure,
medical,
and they are taking drugs. The feeding is there. There's no food anywhere. If you don't have salary, even when you are having salary, you are finding it very difficult to feed. And now that you are not having salary, it's a big problem. So Nigerian government, please come to the aid of pensioners.
Hello.
Good morning, sir.
You're welcome.
I am talking from Benue State.
Yes, sir.
First of all, I want to greet you people for your good work.
You didn't tell us your name.
Okay, my name is Clement.
All right, Clement.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How is the weather in Benue?
We are fine, sir.
Very good.
I admire you, sir.
I admire you too.
You've been talking about what is happening in Nigeria, and you're on the right path.
Thank you, sir.
You see, I want to talk about this NNPC something. You see, a whole one person in Nigeria is able to do the refinery. And we have Nigeria as a whole has so many refineries, about 3 or so was producing. Now everything is done. Only one man now established his own refinery. He should be allowed to sell the refinery at any cost, because he's a businessman. But then his own refinery is, even the price per liter is reduced. If you check all this problem we are talking about now, is the cause of this hardship in Nigeria is because of this fuel something. We were buying fuel at the rate of not up to 200,000 before, 200 naira before. People were not complaining. But now this government came with the hope that everything will come down. Now everything went up. And they have just spent 2 years, remaining 2 years for this the first tenure. Now they are clamoring for second tenure, making 8 years. Now if actually the president, I am not condemning the president too. He is doing well. But this reform that he wants to make, let him bring the fuel down. If they are not able to put the refinery owned by federal government in order, let them bring the refinery, let them allow Dangote to sell at any price. And they should ban people who are importing. We are all in Nigeria here. Let us suffer. We will continue to suffer. It's the fuel that brought all this hardship and everything. If you check, the transport, anything you talk about goes with fuel.
True. Transport
is the cost of everything. So I beg you people, even if he's coming up for 2027, he has 2 years now to go for down. Let him bring the fuel this thing down. Return the fuel subsidy.
All right. So Clement is advocating a return of the fuel subsidy. I think that's a very tall order. Tall demand. But just before we go there, don't let us forget, it's only the Punch, if I look correctly, only the Punch led with federal government expecting 796 billion naira from 5% petroleum tax. So as we speak, even as Clement is complaining that the subsidy removal has put us in a very terrible jam and has made life very difficult for the average Nigerian, government is currently still contemplating another 5% petroleum tax that will make life more difficult again. So you begin to wonder, all the hope that was promoted, that so much income will be available to the federal government once subsidy is removed, where is it that you still need to add another 5% petroleum tax at a time like this, which from that report will take off from January 2026? Richard, come to her rescue. Maybe you will understand what government is doing. Maybe.
No, as it is now, we are in a tax regime presently now, Nigeria. But sincerely, what they are doing, no country across the globe will succeed without tax.
Agreed.
But when it become multiple, that is where the challenge will be. Because as they are putting this tax now, if federal government is taxing, state government is equally taxing these private sectors.
No, those are some of the things they've tried to
federal government is taxing, state government is taxing, local government is taxing, multiple, and all these taxes will be added up to what you are selling to the final consumers.
Of course.
And at the end, the final consumers will end up crying for spending unnecessarily because the expenses will be too much on them, and at the end they will not even have resources to even cater for so many things that will help their life. So now government is putting tax on petrol. They have removed the subsidy. The subsidy they remove, I saw it as something that was taken from the poor. They now took that relief that was on the poor side before and taking it now to the governors, the political elite. Before, the annoyance was that there was corruption in the subsidy sector.
Yes.
And this corruption is coming from those who are in the business of that subsidy, the capitalists, the businessmen in the business of the subsidy. And they have successfully taken it from those capitalists who were subsidizing, buying the refining and bringing it to Nigeria, subsidizing it for us. They have taken it off from there. The income they are making from the subsidy remover is now being channeled to political elites, who are the governors. Now their revenue allocation has increased. Local government revenue allocation has increased from the subsidy that was removed. Are they injecting these resources that is more than enough now for government at the local level? Are they injecting it into things that will better the life of the poor masses at the rural area? No!
That's the question.
No! They are not injecting it into it. That is where the problem lies. I keep saying it. Before now, Benue State received less than 4 billion naira as revenue allocation monthly. Today, it's more than 12 billion that goes to the state. Okay, this double, more than 3 times.
Triple.
You understand? What are they using it for? You can't go to the agri sector in any of these states except in a state like Niger State and some other northern states that are doing well in the agri department. You can't see where governor inject resources to agri to reduce suffering of our farmers, providing farm tools to them, for tractors and other things, at least to go into mechanization of subsistence. You can't go to the health sector. You see nurses now crying. You can't go to the health sector and see vibrant, better health facilities serving the health needs of the people at the local area. You can't go to the education and see where governors are injecting this money into it. And once you get it wrong in the health sector, you get it wrong in the education sector, your development has crashed completely. Now we are not getting, you can't even talk about water and sanitation. Most rural areas now, water and sanitation is another terrible area.
We just, Richard will not go.
You get it. So the problem lies in the hands of the governors. If government is putting tax, they are putting it for to generate revenue to help the poor and channel it to the poor. But as they are channeling to the governor and local government chairman, now local government, the autonomy is not complete now. Since it's not complete, in Benue, the 23 local government in Benue State, their revenue allocation monthly put together is around 14.something billion. And if you add that one again to state government, that collect over 13 billion, it's so close to 30 billion monthly,
and yet
nothing to show for it.
An unfortunate
it's a problem
around the country.
We should not channel our complaint to federal government. The problem issues should go to state and local government.
So the states have their share clearly, and this has been a running discussion for some time, that the focus ought to shift from the federal government to the states and the local government areas, and that is one solid point that's been made. I hope that you enjoyed yourself in this program, but we just quickly have to go because of time. I invite you to be part of the Polity at 2 p.m. 2 to 3:30 p.m. this afternoon. I'll be here by His grace, and I hope that you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Thank you, production team. Thank you, millions of viewers around. Thank you, my fantastic guests.
It's my pleasure, sir.
It's good to have you. Thank you so very much. My name is Dayo Mogun. It's bye for now.